Hi, boys and girls. This rant is going to take place in two parts. Two top 4 ways. Nectar of the gods. Next to coffee is Mountain Dew. Okay, boys and girls. Oh, fuck. I just got off work. I think you're crooked. I'm sorry. I gotta run out and get Milo supplies. And then we're gonna go to Safeway. So I'm gonna do a rant on the way, and then a rant on the way to Safeway. Fun. I do not like this one. Anyone hits the Miami Mint, I don't like it. It's too sweet. I really like the Blue Mint, and I don't know. My place has a faulty selection. Oh my God, it's so fucking hot. Hello, ambulance. They got a faulty supply. All of them look like they're about to blow up on you. So, but Blue Mint has the least sugar of all. So, let's discuss. First off, I want you guys to think about who we're going to do predictions of. Okay? I want you to leave in the comments who you would like to have included in the predictions list for 2025. Don't state the obvious. Okay? Of course we're going to do Lisa. Of course we'll do Lori. Of course we're going to do... Who are... Kim Peters, even though I don't cover her. She's just disgusting. And of course we got Windwalker, but wow. Everything I told you about that one. So yeah, I like how she says he's waiting for his disability. This man had a check, and I'm going to tell you why. Anybody with a chronic illness, a serious illness, cancer, heart disease, severe heart disease, any severe illness where you require frequent hospitalizations, or your prognosis is anywhere from guarded to grave. Y'all know, no hospital will let you walk out with a $500,000 bill. Okay? Dude was born with a bad heart, which means he most likely got CCS, the Children's Disability, which is a federal program. They used to have yellow cards back in the old days. And all your parent had to do was go in the emergency room and say, he's a CCS kid. And half the time I didn't even ask for their cards. Unless they were going to be transferred to a PEDS, which we did, because we didn't have PEDS. And they get transferred down to Davis. Here's one of our lovely lady homeless teams. Camping on the corner. Oh, there's a dude. There's a dude with them. You shooting up? They shoot up right there. Yep. You don't have shoes or socks, so... Yeah. Welcome to our little town of losers. So that dude, Travis, gets a check. He's had disability for a long time. They wouldn't have gotten his open heart. He would not be leaving the hospital with that bill. Trust me. Nobody walked. We were the heart hospital. I can tell you for a fact, everybody was signed up before their surgery. Because the hospital doesn't want you crumping on the table and leaving them with a bill they have to write off. We already wrote off, all hospitals write off millions every year. So, no. Plus your meds, plus, most likely you get Medicare, Medicaid. It covers pretty much everything. If one leaves a balance, if your Medicare leaves a balance, Medicaid covers it. And the state is happy because they have to cover less. They don't want you to be a full Medicaid patient. That means they got to cover the bill. So they're depending on Medicare to pick up the majority. Usually it's 80-20. The man has been on disability since he stopped working. And he is just, I don't know if, I personally think he's worse than her with the begging, because he is so demanding and so entitled. He is just nasty. And it's all, for him, it's his stomach. Now, her sister, whoa, dude, the fuck? Stop eating or texting, Jesus. Fucking moron. God, I hate the people here. Sorry. Oh, at least you get to see Mount Lassen covered in snow. That's not Mount Lassen. That's Gray's Mountain. Bernie Hill Mountain. Bernie Mountain. There's Mount Lassen in the front. And the whole thing that's got snow on it used to 35,000 years ago be called Mount Tehama. And it was 3 times as tall. And then one day it popped its lid and became Mount Lassen. Mount Lassen is the core of Mount Tehama. So if you look at the whole base when we get to the hill, that was Mount Tehama. It was huge. And the boulders are found all the way down in Sacramento, 3 hours away. Back to Travis and Wendy. So, trust me, the guy's been covered. He gets a check. The thing about the prescriptions is most likely true. Not just because she showed the paper. The paper, they hand those papers out. Anyone that's been to a pharmacy knows. You walk out of there and you got fucking papers to wallpaper a room. The hospital gives you 1.5 million papers. Whether they apply to you or not. Not everything will apply to you. But I would say most likely his meds are, some states do not cover meds all the way because his cardiac meds are hundreds of dollars. Now, my ex had private insurance, which meant 80-20 covered by us. He had open heart. Now, granted, being former employees of the hospital, they wrote it off. I had to write to administration, say, look, he worked for you for 25 years, as a flight medic, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me. And they covered it. They wrote it off. But when I went to the pharmacy, they would occasionally, doctor would write for a non-generic, the insurance would be pissed off. And the insurance would say, nope, not going to cover it. And I remember one of them was Celebrex. And they used that class of drugs after open heart to stop the fluid gathering in the sac around the heart. Well, I said to him, look, it's going to be a couple $100. And he's like, he left on 14 meds. And he was like, fuck that. I'm not paying for that. It's just an NSAID. And I'm like, no, it's not. But, you know, at the time I thought he had all his marbles. So I was like, okay, you know, we don't have to pick it up if you don't want it. So what you do is you write the company, get on the computer, go in there, tell them, I don't have coverage for this. They will send you samples, they will send you a coupon. You can go to the pharmacy and pick up a whole box for free, okay? Doesn't matter the medication. You can do it if you need it. So I'm waiting on the Celebrex to be, because at the time it was kind of new, I'm waiting for it to be sent to me, and in the meantime, he collected so much fluid, he had to go back to the hospital. So, meds you go home on can seem, for heart issues, can seem kind of, I could do without that. It's like a glorified Motrin. Actually, it has a dual action, and it covers other shit that you don't want to have happen. But I'm going to tell you something. An LVAD patient, no, he's got coverage. He's got a check. Her sister's right. She's lying. She's also, I'm keeping track of every donation. She's getting shit tons. Y'all need to stop it. And then him showing off his LVAD like it's a fucking carnival. They're just playing on the sympathy factor to get money. And her mood swings are so obviously, you know what. Plus, here's the big thing I wanted to say. She has a DV against charge on her for hitting her ex upside the head with an ashtray. I bet that could have cracked his skull. I don't know how she got a caregiver position. I do not know how the state can be okay with it when we have seen her snapping at Travis and them yelling at each other, and she is in control of his life, literally. Now I'm worried, and I'm not kidding. I'm not making a lot to do about nothing. She has a history, per her sister, of doing this. Violence against a spouse. And there's too many red flags. She's stressed, she's frustrated. Yes, being a caregiver, she doesn't even know the half of it yet. Okay? I did it for 11 years. Let me tell you, I almost came unraveled. So if this is her in the beginning, holy shit. Now, if she loses her temper at him, I'm worried. I mean, look at the lengths she's gone to lie. Now, when we come around this corner, you guys, look at the bottom and the little peaks that lead around Mount Lassen and all the snow. That was the base of Mount Tehama. It was huge. Huge, huge, huge. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? But yeah, that's what I wanted to say to you guys about. Okay, maybe you can see it. Can you see it? Can you see it? You're kind of turned